Hi, this is Kaz coming to you from Tool, Texas for Kit's American Cuisine. Today we're going to make pancakes. Let's go. So we're going to start off with 8 ounces of flour, 2 tablespoons of sugar, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Those are our dry ingredients. For our wet ingredients, we're going to have 8 ounces of milk, vanilla, 2 large eggs, and some melted butter. For the second dish that we're going to make with the same batter, which will be corn and jalapeno fritters, we just need a little bit of corn and a chopped up jalapeno. First we throw in our flour. Let's get it all in here. Then we're going to throw in the sugar. Next will be the baking powder. Let's throw in the salt. It doesn't really matter the order. We just need to get it all in. Once it's there, let's just whisk it to incorporate. This is not a big deal. Then we're going to go ahead and move on to the wet ingredients. I'm being very slow here for the camera, but you can mix this entire thing up in just a few minutes. So there's your milk. Then let's go ahead and toss in the vanilla for flavoring. We're going to put in the eggs. I forgot to pre-beat the eggs. That's just going to take a little bit longer, but you don't have to. And you'll see that everything's going to come out fine. And then there's your butter. Now we're going to whisk. And for the sake of time, because I didn't pre-beat the eggs, I'm going to go ahead and do a little editing. There we go. But this really only took about 2 minutes to get to this batter consistency. So once everything is fully incorporated, I'm just going to show you what the consistency is supposed to look like. Here we go, almost. Now we're looking for a smooth batter, just a batter. Nice and thick. Kit doesn't like it this way, so I put in a little bit more milk. Now I'm going to use a ice cream scoop to make the pancakes, but you can dole it out in a large spoon or a measuring cup. The reason why I'm using a ice cream scoop is so that I can get exact same size pancakes. Under the pancakes, you can start to see a small shadow forming. That means that the pancakes are starting to form a little lip. Once you get a nice lip, and you're not talking about having the cakes all the way done, you just want a little lip so that it'll hold whatever you want to put in there. Here, I'll show you where it's at. Right there, you see that shadow? That's exactly what you want. At this point, and you can also see a few bubbles coming up, but at this point, that's where you want to throw in your chocolate chips or your blueberries or your strawberry pieces or even your raisins if you think you can handle that. But at this point, whatever you put in there will sink right in. The bubbles are what you're looking for. That's the baking powder starting to react. And that's the pancakes starting to set. You'll know they're set though when the bubbles start to burst. When the bubbles burst and the holes remain, that means that you've got a good set going on. You don't want to wait too much longer than that because you'll wind up with burnt little discs. But just watch carefully, don't walk away from the stove, and you'll come up with perfect pancakes. Now, the bubbles here are starting to burst and the holes are not disappearing. Take a good look, and I think this one's about done, so let's flip it. Perfect. Perfect pancake. The holes on this one are not filling as quick because the griddle isn't as hot on that side, but I think we're ready. There we go. Now at this point, the pancake is actually almost done. All we're doing is waiting for the skin to brown up on the other side because the pancakes have risen. They're, as you can see, a pretty golden brown. It only takes less than a minute for the skin to firm. So let's get a plate and plate them up. Now, second dish. On one side, I've got a very, very hot pan of oil. It's about 375 degrees. And on the other side, I'm just mixing in the corn and jalapeno mixture. The jalapenos are cooked, the corn isn't cooked. This is all going into the hot oil. It only takes a few seconds. Now let's take the same batter that we made a few minutes ago, and we're going to put it into our ingredients. These are going to make fritters. We're not trying to make corn and jalapeno pancakes, so we only need enough batter to actually cover the ingredients. That's the way we'll be able to tell it's a fritter. We're not trying to drown them. We just want to mix it up enough to cover it. That's looking pretty good. Now, when we get ready to actually put it into the batter, we're not going to get our hands any place near that oil. So let's get a spoonful with one spoon, set it carefully over the oil, and then push our first fritter into the oil. We'll do one more. Nice and careful. Notice I push it away from me. This is only going to take a few seconds. All we're doing is we're looking for it to get brown. Once it's brown, we're just going to flip it over. There. These expand. That's what the batter does. So you can take a little bit and you can make a lot. We're only looking for it to get brown, so these are actually done. Let's take them out, put them on a plate. We'll let them drain for a little bit, and then we'll see what we came up with. So we did this lesson in real time so that you wouldn't miss a step. We hope you enjoyed it. Please like us on Facebook at Kits American or go to kitsamerican.com website. See us also at southernfriedfusion.blogspot.com. We'll see you next time.